moves in to kill the cosmic pink thing that devours celestial bodies.
Cosmic pink thing? Hiya! I love Kirby.
Time and time again.
Oh my god!
The wages of
I don't know this flower, but oh my god! I wasn't expecting that.
the butterfly was a lurking god.
The seriousness of it. Oh my god. Hello, YouTube. My name is Cloudy Clarity, but you can call me Claire or Cloudy, and I am a Weather Witch VTuber. And I've been covering a lot of different Kirby videos recently because you guys have been so excited to see more people reacting to Kirby content. And when I've been going through the comments, so many of you have been asking that I go and check out the WoolieVersus lore. So we're going to watch all 4 of the WoolieVersus lore in this video and get my reaction to it. We're going to start with the first one, of course, which is Kirby lore, the Dark Matter trilogy. I don't know what I'm walking into, but apparently it's quite dark. That's all I know. So I'm excited. Not because it's dark matter, but because apparently WoolieVersus has a lot of the theories about Kirby being really, really dark and horrifying, according to some of the comments I saw in this video. So without further ado, let's go and get ourselves started.
You are zero. You are a boundless, amorphous sapience, floating agelessly, surrounded on all sides by infinite oblivion.
Okay.
There exists a world outside the numbness of endless chaos, a world of fleeting life, meaningless in its inception, meaningless in its finality, but ultimately persistent. The concept of a body means very little to you. A thought is all it takes to bleed a little of your own consciousness into a smaller vessel, which can carry out its own existence simultaneously.
Isn't that the end boss from the first game? Just checking.
As an extension of your will, subject to your will, as all things have been and should be. There is no free thought. There is only you. You are zero.
Okay.
The meaningless life forms grow and spread their fleeting existence from planet to planet, searching endlessly for an end to their misery.
Okay.
They spread to new galaxies. They die. They name the endless chaos around you the hyperzone.
Okay.
They die. They discover molecules of your essence and refer to it as dark matter. They die. They create elaborate reality interfacing tools. They die.
Those are the ancients, right? I think.
They forget everything about themselves and cease to even search for purpose in their fleeting lives. They die. They are now content to merely exist, then die without consequence. The longer you observe, the more this continued measure of futility appears to march on. You are zero. With a thought, an endless reign of your living consciousness swarms the universe and introduces meaning to the meaningless, consequence to the inconsequential.
I'm sorry, I know this is so serious right now, but oh my god, this little cutie right here just gnawing on his little fish. It's so cute. I'm so sorry.
You are zero. The life forms are now also zero. The only thing sacrificed in the process is free will. And nothing of importance was lost.
At least from the perspective of zero.
You are a vessel of zero. You
Okay.
are you, but you are also zero.
Okay.
Traveling the universe alone for eternity and a day, your life of isolation eventually happens across a planet known as Popstar. Its life forms are helpless, making choices and living lives without zero. These life forms do not know zero, so to them, you're dark matter. They
Okay.
appear to be happy, but that's only because they don't understand. How could they? You've decided. They must all become zero.
Okay.
But
So all part of the hive mind. Okay.
somewhere within the subconscious that is formed in your isolation from zero, you learn about them. and you take a form that these life forms would think highly of.
Kirby?
An honorable warrior.
Oh, Mennonite!
Perhaps then, this isolation will end. But are you still Zero?
Are we Mennonite? I know I'm not saying much. I know I'm just kind of listening. But it's because I'm trying to take it in. I'm trying to figure out where he's going with this and, like, what's going on here. But that was Mennonite.
You are Zero. Or you were Zero.
Okay.
But it seems like you're actually just dark matter? You can't really remember. You used to be part of something bigger, with purpose. But for some reason, those memories and feelings are gone. You find yourself quickly in the company of new friends.
They're so cute.
These friends call you Gooey. It feels good to have
Oh, it's Gooey's story. Oh, Gooey.
friends. You are Gooey. But more importantly, you're hungry.
Oh, he was the cutie who was eating the fish. I forgot. Oh, no.
The warrior known as Dark Matter concentrated its efforts to the central pop star location of Dreamland. Strangely, instead of possessing all inhabitants, it only possesses the self-proclaimed king and instigates a campaign of terror by isolating the islands of Dreamland from each other by stealing their connecting rainbow bridges. Straying from the ideals of Zero, Dark Matter appeared to be out for victory by conquest instead of mind slavery. It was not at all surprising that the life forms would eventually mount a resistance. Dark Matter expected as much, and would readily reveal its true form to quell the threat. But what was surprising was that the very essence of that which he stole, the rainbow drops, would come to forge a blade that could withstand and riposte his power. In this naivete, the first known case of Dark Matter, independent of its creator, was defeated. One can imagine that the failure of one of Zero's vessels of consciousness in its isolated defeat would nevertheless capture the attention of the source.
Of course.
It would not be surprising, then, to know that the higher presence itself would turn its attention to the direction of Dreamland.
Yeah, of course. Because
At
what
a
could
whim,
stop it?
the sky is blotted out with a mass of dark matter, the likes of which has never been seen. Almost all life on Popstar is relieved of free thought.
Oof. Okay. That is, that's horrifying.
Save for two individuals. One with origins mysteriously linked to Zero. The other with origins mysteriously linked to long-dead things. Unaware of just how many tools of the ancients could be found waiting on this particular planet, the dark matter mass has its plans fall short, in no small part due to a confluence of events. The presence of an immune, traitorous vessel of Zero with no memory, combined with a weaponized artifact of concentrated positive energy, created the perfect antithesis to the negative force of dark matter.
Yeah.
Feeling inexplicable pain for what must be the first time in its existence, the defeat of another dark matter vessel necessitated following it into the hyperzone itself.
Yeah.
And direct confrontation with
Makes
Zero.
sense. That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Eviscerated and gutted to the core, in a fit of unfathomable rage, the bloodied, weeping eye, the embodiment of long suffering, rips itself out of its torn socket, casts off its old flesh.
Look at this art! The art is so good, but she dark. Goodness.
And moves in to kill the cosmic pink thing that devours celestial bodies.
Cosmic pink thing. I love Kirby.
Within its gaping maw, Zero experiences death. Death to being such as Zero, however, is less of a conclusion and more of an educational experience. As the river of time ebbs and flows, breaking course into different forks, beings inexplicably related to the source of dark matter appear in unexpected places, at unexpected times,
Yes, we learned about this.
with unexpected names.
Yes.
When Zero's next seen again, It is lurking in the skies of a frozen husk of a planet once called Earth.
Oh my god, you can see all the, like, it's crazy. I mean, we got North America and South America right there. Like, come
Once
on.
called Earth. No longer turning its attentions towards planet Popstar, but instead the fairy life forms of similar planet Ripple Star. As good a place to start as any. Angelic, damaged, and forever weeping a tear of blood, 02 bears no ill will towards the meaningless living things.
No.
Its desire to mind-slave all life comes from a place of benevolent liberation. After all, it is officially described as a benevolent creature. 02 rarely presents any trouble in the cloud levels of Shiver Star. Not unlike humanity's choice to eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and live by their own decisions, the inhabitants of Popstar could not have known that their great sin was mere existence outside of the mental enslavement of the endless sentient void.
According to the Void determined that was a sin. So, was it actually a sin? Nah, it was his decision, or its, O2's decision.
When the skies turn black as bubbling pitch, and the bleeding begins, the bulging, uncaring eye of the Void will make no effort to explain its intentions.
No.
Quite simply, its presence represents a concept. You no longer have a say in being you. The flesh vessel you currently inhabit will now be piloted by the will of the Void,
Hive mind.
until said worthless vessel has rotted into nothing. Your
What?
former consciousness will be vacated, reduced to the role of voiceless spectator in your own head, henceforth until your end, and in the name of Zero, it will be considered a mercy.
Well then, that is not at all. That is not at all what I expected. It was great, don't get me wrong. That was just nothing at all what I was expecting it to be. I guess I was expecting more focus on Kirby as an entity in and of itself, because we spent so much time talking about Kirby. We really haven't been talking about the enemies and such that much. I mean, RPG Monger did talk, some about Zero and such, but this is focusing on clearly the darkness and the chaos that has the pillars of Dream, Soul, Heart, and Dark. Interesting. Okay, well, we're going to go check out that next one. The next one, of course, is the concerning matter of Shiver Star. I'm very curious, especially because Shiver Star is so very clearly Earth. That has gone into a very cataclysmic ice age, which our planet is known for doing. It does it on cycles, but this looks to be an ice age that has been that way for so long that it exceeds the normal cycle and maybe can no longer progress into its normal cycle of leaving the ice age.
Bending the laws of space-time to one's will, ripping open its fabric, to come and go as one pleases, is a simple thing. One only need hold a shard from the planet Ripple Star. A known catalyst for raw purifying energy, the full capabilities of an unbroken shining crystal remain unknown. But the urgency with which the flying inhabitants of Ripple Star fight to defend it surely implies an understanding that no cost is too high to keep it from falling into the hands of those who would find the concept of free will to be a mild inconvenience. Better broken in the hands of none than intact but controlled by formless entities of unnerving origin. We find ourselves in the thick of a race to reunite the crystal shards.
Yeah. And that is the one game that I did play, but I played it when I was younger, so I really remembered nothing very little of this game. I remember the girl who does the painting, and I remember like images of the graphics, but other than that, I don't remember anything.
They've been scattered throughout the universe in the final moments before the fall of Ripple Star.
Yeah.
But the fate of this place and the ominous black thing that emerged from the pit are not the focus of our study today.
No, it's Shiver Star,
Today we
right?
move to look at one of the countless ends of the galaxy that the shards scattered to. Shiver Star, a frozen wasteland covered entirely in ice and snow. We're told that the people who lived here have long since moved away. A brief stop in an abandoned structure supports the idea that this was once a place of commerce brimming with life. A subsequent stop to a self-operating factory, however, brings into question what kind of life, as we see test tube after test tube lined up containing unknown floating homunculi, disfigured forms of questionably living things.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past humans to be doing that, so...
It does not seem a stretch to imagine.
Okay, I don't know who's doing this art. Somebody please tell me in the comments below who the heck is doing this really cool dark art. It's really cool, but oh my god.
These unholy abominations have never known existence outside of the vat they were grown in. And with the land now forsaken by its former populace, perhaps they never will. A last stop at the end of this factory reveals the final creation of the former inhabitants of Shiver Star. A hostile automated machine of war known as HRH. It appears to attack and annihilate all living things it detects without prejudice.
That's clearly cities and things like that. Yeah, this is just building more and more and more that it very much feels like it was Earth.
Could it have played a role in the vanishing of the inhabitants? As we leave...
Well, this takes us to Horizon Zero Dawn, which is one of my top 3 favorite video games of all time. And, you know, humans, unfortunately, continue to invent and create things that we really shouldn't, and utilize resources and deplete things that we really shouldn't. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just like created a robo like this that ended up coming after us. But it did say that the humans left because of how cold it was, so it's probably due to that. But this might have been left behind as something from one of their wars, right?
Shiver Star, if we look a little closer at its landmasses from space,
Yeah.
one might notice they seem familiar.
Yeah, they do.
This world is our world.
Yeah.
This future is our future.
It is actually, though. Like, okay, so before you come at me, I do have my master's in resource and environmental management. Like, I do know about how the planet as a whole goes through its cycles, and we will eventually be in another ice age. It's going to take a long time before we hit there, but of course, with climate change, with global warming, with all of the emissions that we're doing, things are happening on a much faster scale than they normally would. So we don't know when the next, well, we know information about the next ice age, but things are changing so rapidly and so quickly right now. But an ice age will happen again. It will. It will. It's part of the process of the planet and how it regulates itself.
The existence of undead gods and toys of genocide is not some far place that we can observe from safe distance. It's here. It's coming. And all signs point to most of us not making it.
Oh yeah, very
The
much
dead
so.
thing known as the Earth has long since been abandoned and forgotten by any who would know its name. Those who journey there now know not how many billions of lives met their end and returned to nothing before the peaceful snow covered them forever.
Oh, I believe
what
it.
replaced the human race? What floats in the clouds above the dead Earth? An official description of this post-apocalyptic wasteland offers us one final clue.
Ooh.
Snowy and cold, Shiver Star is a winter wonderland. a wonderland full of monsters and dark matter.
I could totally see dark matter going and easily influencing certain members of humanity to do terrible and atrocious things. I mean, you don't need an all-powerful god to convince humans to do terrible things to each other, but I definitely believe that could be possible, like for the lore of Kirby. Yeah, I like that one. That one was really good. I like that one a lot. All right, we're gonna do Star Allies, a growing hunger for the fabric of reality. These are really cool. I'm sorry I'm not like saying as much. I hope you guys don't mind. It's just that like I'm really taking this in. This isn't like a we're having like a silly fun time here. Like we're learning, we're taking in information, we're digesting. I love it, but sorry I'm not talking as much. And then we'll have our little Okay, I'm going to read this out because I'm not sure if it's going to. So, Taranza's final words and offering can no longer reach her ears. The former queen has become a pitiable husk in the throes of madness after losing everything. She's consumed the world, and all she has left to cling to is her vanity. Ah, I remember that from RPG Monger's video.
Gluttony, greed, pride, sloth, wrath, envy, vainglory, lust. Time and time again.
Oh my god!
The wages of
I don't know this flower, but oh my god! I wasn't expecting that.
inerasable sin are measured, and the cost is found to be the death of all things. In this world, from the moment life begins, the sword of Damocles hangs overhead, waiting to drop on a moment's notice.
Fancy.
Because in this world, though the gods are long dead, they left their tools behind, and mere happenstance may grant a king's prize to a fool's errand. To understand why, one only has to look to the past.
That's the machine thingy. I remember it from the lore with the RPG Mugger. That's the machine that Susie's dad was working on.
Aeons ago, there existed an interstellar civilization of unparalleled science and technology. Their vast accomplishments displayed such incredible understanding of the universe that the traces of their existence suggest that they had solved the riddle of entropy many times over.
So the
Forging
ancients?
unique artifacts and engines of limitless energy, they found a way to harness and control aspects of reality itself. Though no record survives to tell how high their ambitions rose, the remnants unearthed from the ruins and dust of their homeworld reveals a terrifying and awesome potential. Trinkets and baubles, capable of manipulating the unconscious minds of all life. Crowns, with their own wills and desires, granting seemingly limitless ability to edit matter. Celestial engines, calculating any desire and granting any wish. Infinite potential in the form of a clockwork star.
I'm vibing so hard right now. Like, I'm loving the piano of the Kirby theme. I'm like, he's got a great voice for this. I'm just vibing in the background here. So sorry, guys. This is great. But yes, the ancients developing all these things. But they've only, they didn't leave behind any records, just some items and some, creature, quote unquote creatures. I don't know how much sentience they have, but yeah.
They were the ancients of Halcandra, and the only thing harder to grasp than their technological omnipotence is the terrifying thought of what unknowable power was capable of causing their extinction.
Yeah, it's just like they are so incredibly... If they were able to accomplish so much, how were they able to be destroyed? Usually it's by themselves, internal greed and all that, but who knows?
Perhaps it was hubris. Their own creations run amok.
That's what I'm saying.
An unmaking of their own design.
Yes.
Or perhaps it was the remnants of a dormant god of creeping chaos. We may never know.
Hopefully we will.
But what we do know is that at some point before their extinction, amongst their midst, a cult formed. A cult dedicated not to the realm of science and interstellar technology,
Oh, but to the dark
but
matter.
to the dark arts of
Yes.
mysticism,
Yes.
unholy magics, and unknown gods lurking in the space between realms.
Yes, I remember this from RPG Monger. Yes. And the heart thing that they were doing all the stuff around, and the guy in the... you guys are going to be so disappointed in me. I'm so sorry. I don't remember any of the names. But the guy in the white who then sacrificed like the 3 witches, the red, blue, and yellow one.
A great thinker once said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. But what is to be said when both are proven to exist? One can imagine the ancients being wary of this path, and the dangers that come with accessing that which lies beyond our realm.
Yeah.
One can imagine
Which is why they
this
shunned
cult
them.
embracing the unknown at all costs.
There they are. The white cloak. You can't see, but behind me, the red, the yellow, and the blue.
Shunned, but operating in the shadows. Suddenly, a time of galactic crisis befalls the ancients from their home world of Halkandra, and what remains to this day is a twisted metal landscape of ruin.
Yeah.
Whether untruth or not, this cult of darkness would eventually proclaim that it alone was responsible for ending this horrible nightmare of a crisis. Witnessing the cultists fall into what they deemed madness, the ancients ultimately chose to confine these souls to a planet-sized iron vessel at the farthest ends of the galaxy, to a forgotten fortress known as Jambandra. With nothing but time and hatred on their side,
Yeah.
the Jambandran cult devoted themselves with renewed resolve to the worship of their unknown dark gods.
I'm sorry, but if you have an enemy that's really that powerful, you can't just send them away and hope that it'll be fine, or be like, a future generation will deal with it. That's so irresponsible. Now, of course, we don't know if they actually were bad or not, because technically they're claiming that they actually were the ones responsible for helping to, Highness was saying about helping to protect and stop the calamity, but I mean, we don't know anything for certain.
Old ones that perhaps, in the time of crisis, finally started answering back. The ancients did not have much to say about the progenitor of this cult's dark powers. Or, if they did, they carefully chose not to speak in detail of it with their written texts. All that is recorded was the name Void Termina and the circumstances with which it was vanquished and sealed. 4 heroes using 4 spears impaled and imprisoned it in a dark place known as the Jamba Heart.
Yeah.
Countless ages pass, the ancients vanish, but the Jambandran cult lives on under leadership of Highness, the Efficient of Doom, with a suspicious appearance to others who bear knowledge of long-dead civilizations. Possibly due to the powerful resolve of devout religion, or possibly due to no longer being restrained by concepts such as sanity, Highness, a wizard of the dark arts, carried his hatred of the ancients and their science across all of time.
Yeah. You seem to be in my way. Oh, it was one of his followers. Right. Yeah, that was so sad. Well then. It seems we do not have enough energy to revive our Dark Lord. Must we allow ourselves to fall into oblivion? No. 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 Oh, goodness. He's losing it. he is losing it. We are the masters of power. Oh. Oh, goodness. Ooh. We alone were responsible for stopping that repulsive nightmare of a galactic crisis. Yet this is how you repay us. This won't stand. It won't be forgiven. It won't be forgotten. Never, ever, ever. Yeah. Goodness. Oh, man.
His entire being consumed with this hatred, he turned to the Jamba heart, now in his possession. A song of supplication is sung in reverence of a sealed demon god. Despite not fully understanding how to break the seal, the ritual ends almost as quickly as it begins. Highness' mistake in the process causes the Jamba heart to shatter into thousands of pieces, spreading corruption all over the galaxy. The Jambandran devotees, deploying from remote fortress Jambastion, waste no time collecting the shards, until a happenstance traveler gets involved and nearly stops Highness' plan to rebuild and summon his god. In a final mad soliloquy, Highness curses the traveler as if he were one of the ancients in loathing, and even accuses it of probably living somewhere pretty and peaceful, while the Jambandrans were tossed aside and forgotten. He then throws his and his servants' lives away, eagerly, into the waiting Jamba heart in a sacrificial final plea. And the plea is heard.
Yeah, I remember this.
Hatred, obsession, jealousy, greed. The darkness gathered by Highness has transformed into a corrupt power within Void Termina that conflicts with his newly forged soul. Void Termina arises once more, and with each passing moment, its very existence is reminiscent of things that have come before.
Whoa, 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 whoa. TTD Gordo Meta Knight, the Miracle Fruit, Camera, Sword, Star Rod, Magalore, Missile, Dark Nebula. Interesting. Interesting.
As it comes to terms with its own sentience, we learn that there's more within the void. The true dark power that the ancients feared has been reborn as the Void Soul.
Essence of chaos.
As the Void Soul ebbs and flows in its ethereal form, one cannot help but consider the possibility of this postnatal god's connection to previous threats to the universe.
Yeah, yeah.
Impulsive, uncertain, aggressive, the Void Soul's voice is eerily reminiscent of a familiar one. Its music is eerily reminiscent of a familiar tune. It has many forms, but finally reveals its true face. If one were to try to recreate what they saw, it might go something like this. First, you draw a circle. Then, you dot the eyes.
It's Kirby!
Add a great big smile, and presto. It's...
Annoying hunger for the fabric of reality. Oh, Kerbo, no. Listen, we've got enough cake to keep Kerbo happy. Kerbo just wants the good cake, okay? It'll be fine. Probably. Hopefully. Okay, I'm really excited for this one, Morpho, because I do want to know more about Morpho, or at least these theories, this person's theories on Morpho, because I'm finding Morpho to be very, very, very interesting the more videos I've been watching. Oh, this one starts a little faster.
For the sake of something as trivial as the survival of the collective universe, the entity revered as the greatest warrior in the galaxy was sealed into a celestial state of non-being.
Oh, yes,
and hidden within the wounds of space-time.
Yes, yes.
Though the flow of time should apply to all things, There are beings who instead serve as the proverbial rock in the river that force the course of events to part and conform to its presence. It harbored intentions that could not be read. Its designs remain uncertain, but it didn't matter. Whether it stood for a fleeting thing called peace, or for the glory of blood and war, all that mattered was that the immense power emanating from the entity henceforth referred to as Galacta Knight gave the universe cause for mortal fear. A dread born from the simple thought that at mere whim or happenstance, billions of lives could be eradicated in mere moments.
But we do believe that Galacta Knight, was one of the 4 heroes that put one of the swords into the Termina heart. Well, the Jamba heart, Termina, stopping that thing. But yeah, Galacta really is interesting too.
As entire planets become nothing more than the cost of a war waged with his blade. Thus, in the time of the ancients, because the thing would not be killed, a decision was made for posterity. This life-obliterating force would remain sealed away, perhaps, until all things return to dust.
Oh my god. They keep not addressing their problems. They keep being like, we're gonna put that in a little box over there and just boop, 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 put it off to the side and not worry about it. And somebody else will deal with it later. It'll be fine. There's a lot of that happening in the Kirby universe.
But perhaps elsewhere, if we follow the forks and branches of the river of time, we might find a conqueror from Dreamland unknowingly setting in motion a butterfly effect of events.
Butterfly!
Sending us down a different course from the history we know as Milky Way wishes. Perhaps in this reality, the militant extremist called Meta Knight became the first to unite the summoning stars and cause the reawakening.
Oh, this is the what if stuff from before. Okay. I was like, what is he talking about? But he's talking about the what if scenarios, and that's when Meta Knight encountered Galacta, right? Or at least yeah, according to the RPG manga, yeah.
Of a long-lost clockwork star, a legacy of the ancients' technology, capable of calculating any input query, exporting any desired result, effectively granting a wish. This particular artificial celestial body, known as Galactic Nova, in one timeline, sets off a climactic battle for planet Popstar.
Okay.
But in another, perhaps instead it hears the wishes of its summoner, Meta Knight.
I also love how Galacta and Meta Knight just look so similar too in their design and everything, their forms.
Else when a different clockwork star, once lost to the aeons, the all-powerful computer known as Star Dream becomes self-aware, completely wiping the mind of the unfortunate soul that uncovered it and obtaining a sense of self in the process.
Yeah, Susie's dad.
The computer summons all it can to save itself from being destroyed by Meta Knight's quest for justice. The fact that said unfortunate soul was a grieving parent on the cusp of being reunited with their child thought long dead is of no consequence to Star Dream.
Very sad.
A deserved comeuppance, one might think, meted out by one who was temporarily referred to as Mecha Knight, a mind slave of Star Dream.
Oh.
Sensing its own mortality drawing to a close, Star Dream's space-time transport engine is activated out of desperation. An act once forbidden by its creators. Once again, a tool of the ancients puts the universe in jeopardy.
Yeah, and this is the other what-if scenario, or one of the other ones as well. And Galacta gets summoned and then immediately destroys Star Dream.
As it reaches for the sealed force from beyond. None too pleased with the reasons he was yanked through space-time, Galacta Knight thanks Star Dream by snuffing the living star out with nonchalance before turning to face his opponent.
Goodbye!
And so, time flows on. If we stop here, at the present day, In this moment, we might find Galacta Knight once again disturbed from eternal slumber. Though we aren't certain of the exact nature of why, we are told that the infinite voices of the dead began to call out from the underworld in desperation for life.
What?
During a time when the lost cult sacrifices itself to birth Void's soul.
It was brought into existence as a result of the greatest warrior in galaxy resonating with the pleas for life from the underworld. Oh my god.
It is said that the voices of those beyond the threshold of life are heard, and they resonate with the temporal warrior.
Oh my god.
It can't be said for certain whether the deity that appears is simply a messenger of the dead or the very embodiment of their regret.
And this was also the first time that Galacta showed up in like the main canon as opposed to the What If series, if I'm remembering correctly from RPG manga.
Regrets.
But now Morpho.
In either instance, the secret is out. Its form is one we've known all too well. The very first friend we made on our journey from the beginning. It lands gently.
And like, if this was intentional by the creators, oh my god, mwah, chef's kiss to have this butterfly everywhere and like not reveal it till now. That's like some Adventure Time stuff. Like, this is great.
As it has done so many times before. But this time.
Yeah. Kirby's just like, hi. And does not get absorbed by the butterfly. And butterfly's wait, what's going on? Love, the power of love.
It atomizes the warrior where it stands in a blinding light. The universe can only observe helplessly as two unfathomably powerful cosmic entities are reborn as one.
Which is so freaking cool. This design is so amazing, okay? The Morpho Knight design is so cool.
The butterfly was a lurking god.
Just the seriousness of it. Oh my god. Yeah. No, if I hadn't seen this in the RPG manga stuff, I would have been a lot more like, but now that I've known about this, it's just so funny. It's so true.
God help us all.
Oh my god. That's so interesting. Now, I only saw these 4 videos of Kirby lore, so this seems to be all that WoolieVersus has at this time. Feel free to correct me down below if there are additional videos. I know that they've got a lot more videos in their playlist, but they only have 4 that are called Kirby lore. So those are the ones that I'm focusing on because I've mostly been focusing on doing just reacts to Kirby lore in general, as you've seen from my other videos that I've been uploading, and also figuring out like, what is Kirby even? So there will be a lot more Kirby content coming up, and I have heard you guys as well. We are going to be reacting to the designing videos as well. I keep seeing that in the comments too, so please look forward to seeing some of those coming up very, very soon. If you guys have been enjoying all my videos as well, again, there's a lot more Kirby reacts, but then also a lot more different kinds of reacts to D&D, Legends of Adventurous, Chaotic Good Barbarian, so many other things, and more to come in the near future. If you're interested in checking out some of my reacts, I do try to post a new video every single Monday, and of course, if you are a subscriber, you will get a notification. So thank you guys so much for coming by and supporting me, especially if you stayed till this point of the video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything you do to help me out here. Thank you as well, of course, to WoolieVersus for creating the Kirby lore series. Thank you to all of you for recommending that I check this out. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.